All right, today guys, we're gonna be stippling this Glock 43. So first things first, drop the mag, get it out of the way, check, make sure we're clear, and then we're gonna break down the slide. So engage the trigger, pull this back till you hear a slight click, pull these toggles down, let it go forward, and that's it. That's all it to take off the slide. So if you were to clean your slide and everything, you know, just like all your others, take this spring out by pressing in here, and then you pull out the barrel, right? That's how you take that down. So in case you're wondering, but we're not gonna be doing that today. What we're focusing on is this bad boy right here. So super simple. You can do it with like a little simple Allen key. What we want to do is we want to take out this pin here, and to do so, what you're going to do is, I'm going to see if I can see this. See this? The slide release? There's a little spring in there. You want to push down right here, okay? So push down with one finger, just slightly, nothing major. And then you're going to take your Allen key and you're just going to push. That's it, guys. I mean, it's super simple. So you're just going to put that there, all right? Then you're going to come down here. You're going to push this through, and make sure you put these pins somewhere where you're not going to lose them. Okay, a little screwdriver isn't going to hurt, so just lift that up out of there, set it off to the side, pull that out, and then from there you're going to pull the whole trigger housing out like so. All right, and that's the majority that you're going to be taking out. The next thing is your mag release. It's really not that big a deal. Most of the time when you're cleaning, you're not going to take this out. But for me, stippling and sanding this down, I really want to get this mag release out. So if you can see down in there, let me get my flashlight. If you can see down in there, there is, it's hard to see. There is a slight channel in there that you want that little pin to slip into it on the right. That will release the trigger spring, all right? So to do that, I just take a little flat screwdriver, and all you're doing is pushing it to the right. Just pushing it through there and getting it out through the channel. Okay, so let me just try and show you this now that I've got it out. Do you see that rod? There's a channel to the right that you just wanted to basically get that rod into. And then when you get that, you just push your mag release as if you were using it. And then you're just gonna pull it out from there. So, pretty simple, nothing major. And then you got that out, just put that there. Okay, now you're ready to go. Now the first step in this is we want to remove this. If we're gonna stipple, we want to remove all this. Some people leave it on. I don't like to leave it on. So I just take, like, you can take 120, you can take 80, whatever you've got, and you start sanding. Guys, if you want to use a Dremel, you can, but use a variable speed Dremel and take your time. I'm going to use it just to clean up around this Glock because it is a little bit difficult, but I use it at a very slow speed, making sure I'm not going to hit anything that's not getting covered. Okay, so as you can see, I mean, I'm barely going at it here. I'm taking my time with it. It's when you try to rush it is when you're gonna mess up. Another trick is to take a pencil and a little bit of sandpaper. This helps you get in those tight spots. All right, guys, we're all sanded up, ready to go. And so now we got a smooth surface to work off of. So next step is your outline, and this is completely up to you guys. I like to follow the natural outline. All right, guys, and we are ready to start our stippling. All right, so for the stippling, I'm just using this bad boy here that I got on Amazon, a Weller. I think it was like $14 or something, nothing like major at all. Pretty cheap compared to if you were to go somewhere and actually get it done or send off your gun. I practiced. I did a lot of practicing. I wanted to know what it looked like. I wanted to know what the different tips did, and I settled on it. And then I ended up stippling my 19, okay? So that turned out pretty well. So you're gonna let that heat up. I like to have a scrap piece, just that way I can test out the heat, right? Make sure it's getting hot and all that jazz. Good to have one of these. That way you can make sure you get straight lines if you need them, okay? So let's get started on this guy. I'm just gonna put this right here on this line. And I'm just gonna start my border, keeping a consistent depth, consistent spacing. Okay. And let's see if we can see that. All right. And I'm basically just going to start and do my outline. All right, well, that is it. We are all finished up stippling her. Now let's put it all back together and then we'll take a closer look at it. Okay. All right. That is honestly the most difficult part of this whole thing, is getting that in and out. All right. So once you got it in, let me get my flashlight. See that pin? It needs to go in that slot just off to the right. All right. And do so, you just push it in like that. And then now your magazine release works. Okay, now let's working properly. Now we're gonna put our trigger assembly in, okay? All right, so you're just gonna put it down in that little same groove that it came out of. Make sure that the trigger goes down in, and then, oh, sometimes you gotta push this, make sure, push this part over to get it down in there. You push it down, make sure your trigger assembly is down in there. Grab your little pin. Put it back in. We're gonna put slide release and locking block back in place. All right, so you take your slide release, which is this, you're gonna just place it right back the way it went, right in there. You're gonna look through, make sure you can see clear daylight. Then you're gonna take your locking block, arms facing forward, and drop it in to its rightful place. All right, and then you're just gonna push down, snug it up. All right, remember you're gonna look through there, make sure you got daylight. Once you got daylight, take your pin and put it up through there, just kind of working everything forward. Just kind of rock it back and forth. Put a little bit of pressure there. Let's see. Make sure it seats as far as it needs to go. Okay, and like so. Okay, let's grab our slide. Let's put that back on. All right, let's check the mag release. Mag. All right, now let's take a look at this bad boy. That is our stippling job. I didn't want to go too far over this way because, you know, I don't want it to eat up my hand, but I didn't want to interfere with that. So it's just a simple, you know, it's gonna do its job kind of thing. I may come back and taper this in a little bit further with right here. Not sure, I might stipple more of it, but I just wanted to kind of do this for now. You know, hopefully that helped you guys. You know, it's really not that difficult. The hardest part is probably getting that mag release in and out. Other than that, there you go, guys. Stippled your own Glock. Save yourself some money. Buy buy this thing. It's It's like $14. It's under 20 bucks for sure. You can get on Amazon. I'll put the link down below. But there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check us out on social media on Instagram at All Things Boom and Facebook All Things Boom. Until next time, guys.